So it is another wet Monday morning in July at Featherstone Farm, summer of 2024. And although a lot of our tools and tractors are in the field right now, there are enough of them around right now that I think will help illustrate a point that I've been talking about for years and years, and I think I've understood for probably a decade, about climate change and the ability of a diverse vegetable farm like ours in a rainy climate east of the Rocky Mountains to survive disrupted climate, and in particular the kinds of really wet springs like we've had here in 2024. And in essence, what's going on here is overcapitalization, buying redundant tools to allow us to do twice the work in the short windows of time that open up between rains, twice the work in one day that we used to be able to do in 2 days when the weather was more predictable. So you see these numbers on so much of the equipment. Number 2 water wheel transplanter. The number 1 is over here. We have 2 plastic layers, 1 and 2, for bedding plants, for transplants in the field. We have multiple cultivating tractors. The other number 1 Kubota is out cultivating right now. We've got the Ford that can go in for weed control, cultivating along the edges of plastic. We have high crop tractors, 3 of them. We've got, all manner of other tools that allow us to get done 2-3 times the amount of work in narrow windows of opportunity in wet springs like this. It was a fascinating thing. About 10 years ago, Oxfam America brought a couple of women farmers from Peru, from Highland, Peru, here to Featherstone Farm. They were here talking about climate change and how they are adapting in the Peruvian highlands to disrupted climate and all of their cycles of growing potatoes. And we walked around looking at these very tools, these 2 Peruvian women and myself, and I found myself saying, yes, we face these same problems, and our solution to it is to buy more equipment so we can get more done. And I stopped myself in the middle of it all and thought to myself, my goodness, what an advantage, what the privilege of being here in the wealthy global north, where we can simply buy more equipment like this. Put number 2, number 3 Kubota tractor, number 4 plastic layer, buy more equipment, more diesel to survive years like this one, to produce predictable crops for markets in the Midwest, where we are certainly capable of feeding ourselves, but where climate change is making our lives much more difficult year in and year out.